Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the wrestling world. Thank you for joining us today. We are the Groupchat Wrestling Podcast, episode number 66. Thank you for taking the time and joining us here with some pleasant wrestling banter today. Today is not an ordinary day in the world of professional wrestling. No. Actually, it is Tuesday, October 7th, 2025, and we have a double header going on tonight. AEW and NXT are going head to head. It is Title Tuesday for AEW Dynamite. And over here we have the NXT versus TNA. What's the name of the show again? Oh,
Showdown, baby.
Woo! Yeah, I mean, holy shit. Like you talk about a mid-off right there. It is NXT versus TNA. I mean,
where the rest wrestle. Tonight is where the best wrestle against where the rest wrestle. It's going to be a one-sided massacre in terms of quality, and it's going to be, I don't give a fuck about the ratings. So yeah. Whatever.
It's like if I tried to counter program Coldplay at Wembley by having my hamster fart into a megaphone.
To be honest, that'll probably work with Coldplay. They're fucking dog
I don't
shit.
have a hamster.
Coldplay are like the fucking music.
Coldplay's dog shit. Come on, Andy, don't be so yellow.
Coldplay are the fucking
don't
TNA
be so
of
yellow.
music, man. They are.
I don't like Coldplay. They're so depressing. Like he's a weird.
Yeah.
Like, they had a couple of songs that are fine, but they're painfully overrated.
There's a reason on any
taken all in a way.
There's a reason on any TV show when someone, any drama you're watching where someone's having a bit of a hard time, they lock themselves in the bathroom and start necking pills. Coldplay's playing. That's true. It's not. I've not just made that up. It's a fact. And they are the Coldplay are the TNA of the music world. Fucking shite.
No, but Coldplay are successful though.
That is what
so TNA. TNA they're going to be the number 2 promotion anytime.
Yeah, they'll
soon,
be at Wembley
at some
this
point
time next year. Surely.
When they get this TV deal on some random channel no one's ever heard of.
I remember last time I saw TNA. In fact, we're going to do this early because it's warm. There will come a day. I don't have a shirt. Today's not that day. Last time I saw TNA in person in the UK, it was, they were still called Impact. And it was another Invasion angle. But it's not called Invasion anymore, didn't they change it? It's not TNA Invasion. It's, what was it called now?
Showdown.
Yeah. And it was bloody good. I remember sitting in that crowd feeling so fucking hopeful. Because they were just about to change back to TNA, and I cheered my heart out. I chanted TNA as loud as anybody in that building. It's absolutely incredible. And the 2 reasons I went, one was to see Simon Miller versus Joe Hendry, which was fucking hilarious. It was so fun. That song at the beginning was amazing. The other reason I went was to see Gail Kim.
She's still going on, isn't she?
I will hire her at this point. Give her a job.
She's still fucking banging up.
So yeah, the downfall of
Gail Kim
and TNA. It's been sad to see because I was a big fan of both. But
I just wonder what happened with Gail Kim. Why, it went off. I mean, if she obviously signs a Legends deal soon, then everything adds up. If not, it's a very odd way to go about things over the last couple of weeks.
She got knocked back for a job, didn't she? I mean, that's basically what happened. Mikey Ruckus put the tweets.
Oh yeah, of course, he's a reliable
basically
source,
telling us, and then somebody else. Somebody else put something. It wasn't Will Washington, was it? No. Somebody else put another one up anyway that basically said, yeah, she went for a job. They said, we're not really interested. Or she asked them if they had any jobs. She said, not interested. Yeah. And then she went fucking crazy on the fucking entire world of wrestling.
I don't know.
It's not WWE.
Well, yeah, death matches, Rio, fucking, what, anything else. And then it was just AEW after that, wasn't it? Because now she's claiming that Kenny Omega has encouraged AEW fans to give a shit. No, he's not. We were giving you shit anyway beforehand, you fucking idiot.
And you've seen how crazy we are about Riho. We will defend her. She could murder a bus full of orphan puppies and we'd be like, yeah, but she probably had her reasons.
I don't even fucking rate Rio.
When it comes to Riho. Yeah.
I don't even rate her. And I got the fucking pitchfork out when Gail Kim started that stuff.
It's because it was so disgusting, the stuff she was saying. Oh, she looks like a little girl. No, that's what a grown woman looks like.
It's just mental. She talks about it saying, oh, she was wearing a schoolgirl outfit. Gail Kim actually did a photo shoot in a schoolgirl outfit when she was in TNA. So what the fuck is she talking about? She's a fucking idiot.
She wouldn't have said a word if, say, Harley Cameron wore a schoolgirl outfit.
No.
Well, she didn't
She's
give a
tall and
fuck.
has big tits, you know. It's
Well, she didn't give a fuck about the storyline about someone dressed as a schoolgirl swinging on a fucking swing with a doll in the fucking Fed, did she?
Yeah.
Didn't say anything
Kenny's
about that.
worn a schoolgirl outfit, probably many, many times. Not a word said.
No.
But
She's-
because
why
it's
were you
somebody
talking
who's
about? She's a
small.
fucking idiot anyway. Fuck her.
Yeah, well, like,
Let's talk about
yeah.
Let's talk about the real
Invasion.
action tonight. The showdown, and I'm looking at right now so they have 2 Survivor Series matches, like one men's, one women's between TNA and NXT. I want to talk about the women's match real quick because I saw the clip last week of the announcement of the teams. First off, they announced the captains for both teams. For Team TNA, is the TNA Knockouts champion Kalani Jordan, who is an NXT wrestler. An NXT wrestler is the captain of the TNA women's team. So we're off to a great start. And the other teammates on Team TNA are the Inspiration, formerly known as the Iconics, who were where?
Who the fuck are they?
WWE. Yep.
Never
We're
heard
in
of
WWE. And Mara Sade, the former Jakara Jackson, who is from WWE. So all the women on Team TNA are either current or former WWE wrestlers. No TNA originals on that team. And yeah, so it's off to a great start. Then they announced that Jordan Grace is the special guest referee for that match because they're trying to plan it like, oh, which side is she going to be on? She going to be on Team NXT or Team TNA?
Who
So
sides the racist on? That's probably a tough call, isn't it? You're working for TNA, but you want to work for the MAGA corporation. She probably can't decide. That'd be the toughest call.
Oh, is that
like
that? What's she called? Tess? No, something.
Well, Tessa's not an
Tessa.
option because she showed up in CMLL. Well, she's going to be showing up in CMLL recently in the next week or two. So
Really?
she was on I forget I think
Well,
the
then, like, that can only end
Informer show that they do on CMLL weekly. She was on there,
Wow.
so I think the 18th she's showing up there for an appearance. But and obviously Masha Slamovich, like she's not an option anymore because we heard about the abuse
Fuck
allegations
yeah.
with her. So it's like they're just fucked in a sense. Like the best wrestlers they have on the women's roster, they just can't unfortunately use them. And Ash by Elegance, I think supposedly her injury's so bad she might have to retire. Like we don't know the specifics about that, but once again, Ash yeah. So I mean, so that match is fucked. But
So-
it's not like the men's match is better.
Well, I was going to say who's on the men's side because isn't Ricky whatever his name is now the champion, which is
So,
fucking
yes.
ridiculous.
So just like with the women, it's kind of the opposite. Trick Williams, the TNA heavyweight champion, is the captain for the NXT team, and it's for Team NXT. It's Trick, Javon Evans, Ricky Saints, and shit, I forget the last guy's name. That's how how much I watch that show. Versus Team TNA, it's Santana, Frankie Kazarian, Leon Slater, and everyone's favorite Moose. So yeah, like Mark, what did you say? Like with the
Don't forget the guest referee is Joe Hendry. Isn't
yeah, the guest referee is Joe Hendry. It's gonna be another thing. They're gonna play like which side is he on? Is he on
Oh, for
TNA or NXT?
I like
Ooh.
Joe Hendry. We were not.
I don't dislike Joe Hendry. I just don't really rate him that highly, and his gimmick is just starting to get to the point where whenever I hear that fucking music, I'm likely to fucking. Well, it's a good job we don't have guns over here because I'd shoot myself in the head.
Such a drama queen, auntie.
No, I seriously would. I've got a
How
Nerf
did
gun
Andy
here.
die?
The amount of times I've fired a Nerf gun into my eye sockets when I hear that music, it's honestly.
They're gonna drive that
His name and
fucking.
Andy
They're gonna
killed
drive that
himself.
tune like into the fucking ground as soon as he
They already
signs with
have?
WWE full time. Well, they already have, but it's gonna be like overboard.
And
it was Miles Bourne who I was talking about, the last member on Team
it's
NXT.
not against-
But yeah,
None against Joe Hendry, by the way. Like I've heard him interviewed. He seems like a really nice fella. He's
Just
worked his
song.
bollocks off to get where he is. I appreciate that. That's
I
fucking
think he's a
great.
fucking genius.
Seems like a
to have
really
done what he
nice
does.
dude, but it just does nothing for me. And the gimmick thing, it's done to death now. It's been, yeah, no.
I think
Leon
he's perfect
Slater
for
is
WWE.
phenomenal.
Oh,
He
God,
is.
Leon Slater.
Leon Slater's phenomenal, and that's the only Leon Slater. And it's good seeing what Santana's done as well. Like he's really
Yes.
pushed on and put the work in, and he's phenomenal, I think. But Leon Slater's
Leaving
a different class
AEW did him
compared
the
to all of them.
world of good.
Yeah, and like it does though. I mean, we said that before. Sometimes some of these guys leaving is the best thing they could do. I wish Leon Slater would do the same and leave TNA and go to AEW because I like watching him and he's incredible. And
Yeah.
I feel like some of
Well-
the matches he could have with some of the.
Imagine him in
I
the ring
can't-
with fucking Kevin Knight, Nick
I was
Wayne.
just going to say that. That's exactly what I was going to say because that would be just insane.
Well, let's be
I
honest.
think
Carl
everything wrong
Fletcher.
with my life.
Well, let's be honest.
Yeah.
If you follow the history of TNA, like I'm sorry to say, it's only a matter of time before any young great talent that they have it's going to be one of two ways. They're just getting prepared for the jump to WWE, or if they screw up that, then AEW down the line. But I'm sorry, I mean, Leon Slater, just for me looking far away at TNA, like that's the young talent right there that you should be building your company around. But it's like
100%.
what faith do
He
you
should be
have
their
in
AJ
that
Styles.
company? Yeah,
I've said
yeah.
over and over again, he's he's what you would call in every other sport a franchise player. You can build an entire company around that guy. He's phenomenal, and the fact that they're still doing this kind of yes, Mr. Fed, what would you like us to do, please? Oh, okay, we'll take whoever you want, and no, put the belt on Leon Slater, the belt on Leon Slater. Try and compete. Don't fucking do this. Oh, we'll just kind of play nice and be best friends with the Fed, and they'll give us cast-offs. Just compete. Go for it. You've got one of the best wrestlers in the world there.
There is no, but I mean, as much as I am a shameless AEW dick rider, there is nobody in AEW I would say was noticeably better than Leon Slater. Even
No, I don't think so.
Ospreay himself is probably on a similar level to Slater. Maybe give it Slater a few years, but
I'd say Ospreay's better, like a lot better.
he is
but,
now.
But Leon Slater is
Potential-wise.
Leon Slater is
Yeah.
streets ahead of Ospreay where Ospreay was at the age
Sure.
of 20 or 21 maybe now. He's streets ahead, and it's actually scary the potential of Leon Slater. And for me as a fan, like obviously I hope Leon Slater goes wherever they're going to pay him loads of money. He's fucking brilliant. But for me as a fan who doesn't enjoy what the kind of stuff the WWE do, I would hate to see them stifle his work and his creativity because
They put him in a
he's
muzzle.
unreal. They call him Leroy or something as well, and give him a fake second name. It wouldn't be allowed to be Leon Slater, and we wouldn't get to see him doing all the indie shit that we see him doing anyway.
That's
now,
it. They would, because look what he did with North. The run he had.
You sound like you went underwater then.
Me?
Yeah, can you repeat that again?
Same, look, what he did with North as their champion. It was absolutely incredible. Leon Slater did for North what Tate Mayfair's has done for TNT. He's just absolutely.
Didn't go to Uganda though, did he?
So many eyes.
He didn't go to Uganda. Didn't go to soft ground. So you can't
Yeah,
compare
but
him to
Tate came back,
greatness.
so he gets no credit for that. If he was still there.
No, but
We're not talking about Tate. Jesus.
No,
He's supposed to be my dad this week. We're not talking about
I think I don't like. Basically, I don't give a fuck what happens in TNA.
I will say, I
did.
think not this weekend, next weekend they got Bound for Glory. It's going to be Leon Slater versus Javon Evans. Like that should be that'll be a great match for them. That'll be a great showcase, like you said. For how old you said Leon Slater is, like 20, 21?
I think he's 21
he's like
now.
9 or something. He's a bit.
21
He's
and like Javon Evans, I think is what 22, 23, and like those are the two guys that let's say if they both are in WWE like in the next 4 or 5 years, if they had any brains between any of the people in creative, like those are the two guys you should be building your main event.
They're about 22
your main event
years
scene
too
around.
young.
I'll give you
for
one
WWE
reason.
to put them in the main event.
I'll give you one good reason why Leon Slater won't get the company built around him in WWE, and then we can move on.
Yeah, it's not his age.
I know.
Just truth though. He should be.
No,
He's
you're
fucking
absolutely
incredible.
right. And then you look at like how WWE's being booked right now. Like look at everyone who's on top right now. It's a lot of the older nostalgia like characters who are still there for over a decade ago. Cody's only been there for a few years, but I mean you have Seth Rollins who's there, CM Punk, LA Knight. They're still with Jay Uso. Roman is still there, and it's like.
But John fucking Cena.
You haven't mentioned
still
anyone
rocking
under the age of 40 yet. Everyone's 40 plus there, you said.
Is Cody 40 already?
Yeah.
Cody's older than me, yeah.
All right, I mean, but yeah, like I'm just rattling off names off the top of my head who are in the main event scene. Brock Lesnar. I mean,
fuck
shit.
that cunt.
God damn.
Yeah, Xavier Woods has just signed an extension as well. I had hopes, but never mind.
I mean, I'm sorry. If
That's
Xavier
mad,
Woods
that,
in a tag team with Kofi, he's not going to do anything by himself. I mean, so that's smart of him to stay in WWE. He could keep wearing his goofy outfits, his giant, large hats, like, because that's the only way he gets any noticeability on the program. I mean, honestly, because I'm sorry.
But no, they brought They brought our truth back, remember? And they did away with all that goofy stuff. Do you remember? It's like Ron Killings is back. And I haven't seen
remember
anything
that.
since, but I
Fucking
assume,
week.
Yeah, he was
I
getting a
assume they stuck
serious
to
run
that.
money, yeah.
They brought this fucker back at the end of I think it was at the end of Money in the Bank. They brought him back to attack Cena, and then the night after on Monday Night Raw, he cuts that promo saying, "Oh, the R-Truth is gone. Ron Killings is here." They have him cut his hair, they cut his dreads, and all that. The joking and games are over. It's over 4 months fucking later, and he's back to square fucking one. He's doing the gimmicks, the goofiness and shit. And I have idiots on Twitter who say like, "Oh no, he's doing a split personality gimmick." No, the fuck he's not. Stop making excuses for shitty creative in WWE. It is okay to criticize the product when it's not good. We do that plenty here for AEW.
You know what the thing is?
Yeah.
That's the thing. And I'll be straight up, if Tony Khan was booking the show 40% as bad as Triple H has done for the last 18 months, bro, I wouldn't be watching AEW anymore. Like, I nearly fell out of love with AEW in summer 2023, and that was significantly better from a creative standpoint than any of the things they're doing in WWE right now. Like, people that still watch it, like, again, it's your sports team. You treat it like your sports team. You don't treat it like a TV show. Walking Dead was, when it was at its best, was probably my favorite show ever. When it got shit in like season 7 or season 8, whatever it was, yeah, stop watching it. Like there's a few other shows that like I've watched, and I can say it without Dan being here and trying to persecute me. I love Dexter. I thought the last couple of years fell off a cliff, and I thought it was just kind of unwatchable, and didn't really finish the show off properly because I just found it pretty bad towards the end when it got all the incest and shit. And that would be the same with AEW. Like this is not my sports team. This is not something that I have to like. Obviously, like with Twitter and everything, like you fuck around and whatnot, and you get tribal and you get defensive. And I think AEW is significantly better now than WWE could ever be, from like a quality standpoint, from what I want as an adult watching this amateur dramatics, basically. If the WWE is, no one seems to enjoy it. It's remarkable that they've run off the Bloodline nostalgia for 2 years since it's basically finished, or since it's been past its peak. And it's only just now that obviously the ratings aren't what they should be, and the attendances are plummeting. Unless you suddenly pull out Roman Reigns last minute, then you sell 4,000 tickets still. But why people still watch this show and moan about it? Like, just don't fucking watch it. If AEW had like 4 bad Dynamites in a row, I probably wouldn't watch the 5th one. Like, it's weird how people like watch a show that they actively don't like. This is not a good show. It's not been a good show for a long time.
You know what it is? I think like just wrestlers in general, like the majority of us, we're creatures of habit in a sense. Like when Monday night comes on, they turn on Monday Night Raw. When it's Friday Night SmackDown, like, and trust me, it's not even just us. Like I know plenty of like Fed fans who just watched that. They say that SmackDown is the worst weekly wrestling show of all the fucking brands. Like that's what the homegrown fans or the WWE fans are saying themselves. And like you said, just the inconsistencies of the booking with WWE this year. And like you said with the Bloodline, in my opinion, when Sami Zayn left the Bloodline, it jumped the shark right there. But no, they had nothing else in the chamber. They had nothing else in the pipeline storyline wise. And the honeymoon phase is over for Triple H. Like when he came, when he took over power, he had everything in place right there. You had Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. You had the heel turn of Dominic Mysterio and the Judgment Day, and the rise of Rhea Ripley like to main event star power right there. And you had those two main elements, but now it's at they're both crossed the finish line. Those are done. What's next right now? You know what's been next in 2025? It's been nostalgia. Bring back this person from 10 years ago, this person for 20 years. And speaking of that, like AJ Lee comes back, has her first match at WrestlePalooza. I'll check again, but I don't think she's been on TV since WrestlePalooza.
Do you remember that was that was the best return of all time? So about a month ago, wasn't it? The greatest return in the history of wrestling. Nothing was close to that. It was the best of all time. The best of all time.
Not even the
Just
best
like
in your fucking
John Cena's heel
man.
turn was the best heel turn of all time.
Yeah.
How
Hulk
did
Hogan
they
in
book
'96?
that
No. John Cena for a week or however long it was, like 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks,
They
whatever.
had magic. They had lightning in a bottle with that heel turn. They could have absolutely fucking nailed it. Yes, it was years too late. But you know what? They could have still made it work, and
The heel turn itself was great. Everything since was
lightning in a bottle
Triple
that
H.
moment. No,
They are good at
especially
creating.
fucking Lesnar.
Yeah.
6 years after they did the same thing to Kofi Kingston, which still pisses me off.
I'd also add that I think that the creative fell off a cliff far earlier, to be honest. It was just, you had The Rock turn up every now and again to paper over the cracks and give people the illusion that it was actually still running hot.
Sammy was, Sammy in the Bloodline was good.
Yeah, it was
I
after
will
that,
give
though,
them
wasn't it?
that.
And then
Sammy was my
since then,
favorite.
The Rock came back, and The Rock gave it that temporary boost that every now and again where people would get hyped just because it's The Rock. And look, it's The Rock. The Rock can do that. The Rock could turn up on fucking Emmerdale and I'd watch. You know what I mean? It's The Rock. He could. Blue Peter with a fucking special, Yeah, The Rock teaching you how to make a fucking birthday card on Blue Peter. I'd be fucking glued to the telly. But like, it's The Rock. He's an enigma, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, The Rock could have saved Game of
that.
Thrones if he'd ended on the council. It would have been amazing. I'd have watched that.
Outside of that, it's fucking shite. It is like there's times when I felt like I'm missing out because people love it so much. All the diehards, they're devoted to it so much. It is like a cult. So you feel like, am I actually missing out here? Is there something that
you have to remember? Millions of people eat at McDonald's every single week, despite it being people buy Richmond sausages for fuck's sake, and they are trash. They are trash garbage. People still buy them because they're familiar. People buy HP beans, Heinz beans, despite them being objectively shit and nowhere near as good as Branston.
Thank you. You know ball. You fucking know ball. Branston clears it by such a distance. It's unreal how big the golfing class is there. People don't get it. You can't compare those two beans. Fucking Lucy, you've got up in my estimation. I swear to God. You know ball.
Aldi's
you know beans balls.
Gluten, they taste like Branston. But people buy it because of the name, because they know that's what they've always bought. It's what they've always done.
Honestly, you've gone up in my estimation so much.
I know.
I just have to clarify as well, we are not sponsored by Branston at all.
Not
Branston
yet.
beans.
Wouldn't turn it down.
Branston don't fail. Everything Branston do, Branston fucking rule. Branston, everything that Branston put effort into, they're the best at. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I do believe that. I'm a big Branston guy.
Is the AEW is Branston. They're putting effort in because they're the new up-and-comers and they can't put out shit new products because people aren't loyal enough to stick with it. Heinz, on the other hand, can put out garbage every single week, but it's what the grumpy old fuck wants in his cupboards, and if he doesn't get it, he'll throw a fit and beat his wife.
In
so they can just put out shit.
Jesus.
And that's what WWE is doing. They're putting crap out every week because people will sit down and watch it because it's what they've always done.
There's actually a link there.
Mate.
There's actually more of a link because the people who are obsessed with Heinz beans are usually the old Brexit voters who spend most of the time in Benidorm. So there's kind of a tie to the MAGA corporation.
They're out there painting roundabouts, fucking assholes.
Off the top of my head, I only know of two people who like Heinz baked beans, who like publicly like them, and that's Jimmy Savile and Nick Griffin. And so they're the only two people. So that's the kind of people you associate with Heinz baked beans.
I also, and this, I've not made this up at all, this is a fact, Fred West used to have Heinz beans as well.
Oh,
that's true.
Big
Beans
Heinz baked beans guy, man. Yeah. That was one of his weapons, wasn't it?
I think Harold Shipman as well.
I heard Epstein had them imported.
Yeah, no, he did. And Dr. Harold Shipman used to prescribe them to his patients.
He was injecting Heinz baked beans into people. That's a fact, yeah. Yeah.
We're never getting that animated series on Amazon.
You're right, Brett.
All your fucking
No, I was gonna say, like, what other wrestling podcast are you gonna listen to where you have a segment dedicated to comparing beans?
I feel like we've alienated
we're not comparing.
No.
Sorry, Brett. We are not comparing beans.
No.
Like you don't compare AEW's quality of product and WWE's. They're not comparable. Heinz and Branston are not comparable. Like they're just not comparable.
Right. I'm going to post you some beans, Brett. Right? I'm posting you these beans. You're going to try them, and they're fucking brilliant.
Good. That'll be my next TikTok
we
video
when
they
something
arrive.
aggressively American.
A taste test for Brett.
They're fucked off. What's an American food?
Don't care.
It compares. Yeah. There's got to be something in America that's like an old. Yeah, like an old brand that people like.
We're getting Chick-fil-A over here soon, aren't we?
Oh, you are?
The only reason I brought that up was my daughter bought some Chick-fil-A sauce the other week, and I had some on a sandwich with some chicken, obviously, and it was well nice.
Anyway, was it?
Never tried it.
Yeah, really nice. They did legit
stuff. You know what would have been nicer? Branston pickle.
Probably, yeah. I'll give you that, yeah.
Branston pickle and chicken is a banging combination. Can we email this podcast to Branston to see what they can do?
I'm gonna tag them. I'm gonna clip this or the whole thing. I'm gonna tag Branston. I'm tagging you on Twitter.
So I'm one of the top 20 AEW stan accounts on Twitter, probably from
I'm probably the
followers.
top 50.
Oh,
Give
there
us
is no
that.
probably. I think there
Oh yeah,
is
you
no
are,
probably.
Mark. You are the
Come
famous
on, you
one.
know Tony is literally
No,
like
AO's definitely a lot bigger than me, and there's what's his name? Drain Man is a lot bigger.
Draymond.
And
Oh,
what-
yeah.
because he
and what-
nicks half of his shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Drain's a bloody bot anyway. And while we're at it, Nando's, give Will Ospreay a fucking sponsorship, you fucking twats.
You
I eat there
don't,
all the
yeah.
time. It's not great. It's overpriced. It's convenient, but it's it's nice. Give Will Ospreay a sponsorship, or I will refuse to eat there. And
Yeah.
I probably won't stick to it, but still, it's a threat, an empty threat. Do it.
And if you don't, Krispy Kreme fucking will.
Yeah.
So shift your ass. Yeah.
Anyway.
I've never had a Nando's.
It's nice, very nice.
You've
AEW's
never had a
on tonight.
Nando's?
We don't have them up north.
Ah, really?
The Lake District. Yeah, Alyssa was yelling at me because I've never had tacos. Sorry, Alyssa. Because she was having Taco Bell. No, we haven't got anything up north. We just
Oh, Taco Bell in the UK is disgusting. Like in America, I had it years ago. Can't
Is
judge
that-
it. In the
There's a
UK,
fire there in there.
Yeah.
Taco Bell is if you've got like if you had like chronic constipation or whatever, eat Taco Bell because it'll be out of you within seconds. It is the worst food over here. It's flavorless, but also will absolutely rupture your gut.
Brett, is it like that in America?
It depends on what you have. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I like the Doritos tacos that they have here. That's the only thing, but that's the only thing with like flavor. Really, everything else is like just bland. It's white people Mexican food pretty much.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, proper. Yeah,
That's
they
what
know. Their seasoning is basically right. They'll put tin of tomatoes in there, a bit of salt, a bit of pepper. They're going to ignore the chilies. They're going to ignore the paprika, ignore anything sweet. They're going to ignore any cumin. They're going to ignore the garlic. There's nothing of that in it. It is tomatoes, mincemeat, salt, pepper. I'd say that's probably
Right.
about
So
fair.
what I'm
innit?
hearing is it's Mexican that's been ruined by the Americans. So it's the AAA
Yeah,
of food.
yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Shit.
So
Yes,
so
it
now we've got
is.
back onto wrestling. Big show
Wrestling.
tonight.
We're a
It's a
wrestling
big show.
podcast.
It's a big show
We're going
tonight.
to be doing it next week.
You won't get these kind of food recommendations on any other wrestling podcast. There's a big show tonight. I'm gonna change the format on the fly. I'm going straight into it. Mercedes she wants to wrestle someone from Orlando. Who is it? Let's go.
Well, from
Well,
Florida.
from Florida.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
not just,
I'm saying, yeah, okay,
yeah.
whatever. It's just because I'm from fucking UK and Orlando's all we know. So yeah, whatever. From Florida.
Disneyland.
Florida.
If she's not
We
wrestling
know
Mickey Mouse,
Miami.
Yeah, Miami and Orlando. And
We now
Yeah,
know Lakeland.
Jacksonville.
Never go back to
Yeah.
fucking Lakeland. That's
Yeah.
up there
Are
with
they the ones that
Spokane
were
or whatever it's
fucking
called.
what chanting Tony Storm?
No, that was that was Hollywood, Florida. The fake
I'm thinking
Hollywood.
I'm a fucking plague.
Yes.
yeah, that was fucking shite as well. That was the new Spokane, wasn't it?
Get them in
Yeah.
the bin.
All
All right,
so
are we picking an opponent? Because this
Go
is
for
going
it.
to air after Dynamite, the day after Dynamite, so we're going to look fucking
Go for
stupid.
it. Yeah, we're going to like
if we get
idiots.
it wrong.
If we're
You go
right,
first,
Branston,
Andy.
send us a fucking gift box. We don't
Well,
want cheese boards. We want a fucking board of Branston pickle with cheese.
I don't need I will wear branded merch every single week. I will shill for free merch. We know this.
We could start
there you
the
go.
group chat Branston podcast.
We should. Oh my god.
Or we could
just have
rebrand
Brett
as the
eating
Branston
whatever we
Wrestling
posted it.
Podcast. Yeah.
We'll just post Brett random British food every week.
Branston, we will rebrand. Not Richard Branston, he's a concept.
Send
me
We
like
will
some
rebrand.
Send me like just some random like British food and like I'll taste it over here and I'll give my rating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And you send us some.
I bet Alyssa will
send
be up
us-
for it as well.
Yeah, you do
Do
that.
you
We
lot
se-
eat pate over there?
Do we have what?
Like pate or parfait? Do you have that over there?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right,
Well,
definitely
we-
let's end that conversation then.
We'll send you food over there, Brett, then, and you have to send us some of that money laundering drink that Ric Flair was selling. See if we die when we have a drink of it.
Is that mushroom thing?
Yeah, what
Well-
we'll do it live. We'll have
Oh.
a drink, and whoever's alive gets to stay on the
Yeah.
podcast.
Oh, the woo energy.
Yeah, that stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, the mushroom drink. I mean,
Oh my god.
we've all seen The Last of Us. We know why this is a bad idea. It has cordyceps in it.
right.
But I'll send you some chocolate hobnobs, and that will make up for.
Gotcha.
Choose your
the
wrestlers. Let's go.
unpleasantness.
Who's
Wait,
Mercedes
but do they
wrestling?
have to be? What was? Because again, like, I'm a little bit behind with everything going on. What is the actual? What are the official? What's the official permutations that Mercedes put out there?
She basically
the
said
exact
she wants to
wording.
wrestle someone from Florida, didn't she? This is
Yes.
what we were talking about before. Is it someone who's from Florida or just someone who lives in Florida? Because as I said earlier, Willow could easily have moved there this week.
She's that
For a-
much
for a
of a
week. She
hater.
might
She's
just
moved
re-
house.
No, she could be renting somewhere for a week, and like technically, she's well,
She's just got an Airbnb for the
Yeah.
week.
it work. You get a
That
title
counts.
shot.
She just slept at Daly's place for the night.
Because
Because
I have, I'm, you know, my suggestion. I'm going to go straight off with it because
Go on.
I have
You
some
go
others. First of all, I had a look who's from Florida. Nikki Blackheart. That's the one who I want it to be. It should be. Tony should have a sign of fucking 72 contracts before the match, because whatever the match turns out to be, if it does happen, everyone's going to want it. And we know who watches Mercedes matches for, scouting purposes. So that's what I want to happen and what I think should happen, because she's incredible. However, looking through the list, never done this before, but I'm going to go through some wrestlers who are from Florida. I've
been trying to do this for the last 10 minutes and I've got fucking nowhere apart from Alicia fucking Fox.
Well, I've gone for Red Velvet.
Oh, fuck.
Red Velvet is
Red Velvet's a good one.
Yeah.
My suggestion.
What about you before I start reeling off random wrestlers?
All right, so before I give my choice, let me just tag on, if for Nikki Blackheart, listen, if you don't know who Nikki Blackheart is, look her up. She is the real deal. Listen, she is a powerhouse. She is the total package. She is a powerhouse, speed, power, athleticism, all that. Her drop kick is, I'm not bullshitting you when I say this, it is an Okada-esque beautiful drop kick. She gets elevation, height, and her power slam, the rotation, it is that of Samoa Joe. Look at Samoa Joe, how he does his power slam, how low he gets the speed and rotation. She is the total package. Like I said, if it is Nikki Blackheart tonight, Tony Khan, you are not allowed to let her leave the facility without a contract, pen to paper. I don't care what you have to do. Block the exes. But then again, she could pick you up and throw you to the side because he is a little guy and everything, and she is a beast. But do not let that woman leave the facility if it is her. But I don't think it is. I'm gonna go batshit crazy with my choice right here. Today is the 10-year anniversary
Tony Khan could get
of Sasha Banks versus Bayley Iron Woman match, NXT Black and Gold. It can't be Bayley because she's still under contract with WWE. Of course not. But there's a certain mega fan who I think is 18 years old, who is now a professional wrestler, who is from Florida, who did go a little bit back and forth with Mercedes, not going to book her, not going to give her any clout or anything online.
Don't do it.
Izzy Moreno, Bailey's super fan from back in the day.
Don't do it.
Is she from Florida?
I believe I read online saying, yes, she is from Florida.
I'm on prowrestling.fandom.com and she's not coming up there. What's her name? What other name could she be under? Because she ain't under I.
I'm not sure, but I know just her name is
She's WWE ID anyway. Doesn't count.
Oh, is that why you don't want her? I don't know much about her. Tell me.
I just think that there was that period on there when she was prodding Mercedes online non-stop. Yeah. And then instantly it came out, and she's WWE ID after prodding Mercedes, begging for a match a week. No, fuck that. I'm going to tell you who it is. Roman Reigns. It's not him. He's from Florida. It's not him. It's not William Regal, who lives in Florida. It's not him either. It's not CJ Perry. Hopefully it's not CJ Perry. That would be terrible. It's not Titus O'Neil, or is it? It could be Titus O'Neil. Could be Jade Cargill. That could be the week when the streak swaps over. Bring Jade back. Botch a move. Mercedes gets the pin. Bang, your streak's over. It's not Kelly. Don't know who Kelly is. Don't know if any of you do. It's not Kofi Kingston. It's definitely not Kofi Kingston.
I know who it is.
Bart Gunn. Doing them in alphabetical order, isn't he?
It's Bart Gunn in a Brawl for All match.
Oh, God.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake? Yeah. Could be him.
Oh.
Give her a haircut as well. Won't be a real one. Be on one of the wigs, but still it'd look cool on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be Terry Runnels, but it's not. Who else could it be?
Do you have an actual fucking guess?
That's what I want.
Bill DeMott. It could be Bill DeMott. Hugh Morris. He'd get kicked out the arena. Kenny Omega beat the shit out of him. Big Swole.
Oof.
Oh, God, no.
Be interesting. Redemption, not from her as such, but what do you call it? Just olive branch between her and TK.
Hikaleo.
After their very, very, what was a bit of a blemish, bit of a stupid moment from TK, but yeah.
Midian. It's Midian. I've got it. It's Midian. He'll come out with the eye on his forehead and not like the Midian.
They're not getting better. They're not getting better.
He's going in alphabetical order. They're going to get worse.
No, I've got it. Paul Orndorff. Oh, no, he's dead. Not Paul Orndorff.
He's not dead.
He's dead. Bagwell.
Yeah, no, he is. Yeah. Is it? Judy Bagwell. No, it's not Judy Bagwell. Dory Funk Jr. It's not Dory Funk Jr.
Could be.
I'm out of ideas.
Stupid if it's Dory Funk Jr.
Ahmed Johnson. Dwayne Johnson. How the fuck have we missed this?
It's The Rock, obviously. It's obvious now, you've said it.
Yeah, fucking Title Tuesday, The Rock turns up, he plays a song, 9 million viewers.
If we're on the same
obviously-
list, this could go on for another 45 minutes.
I've seen
could be.
people
Alright.
from New York. He gets very overexcited.
Mm,
If it's The Rock, I'm
I've got,
glad.
I've got two choices for who I think it is, by the way.
All right.
shoot.
All right, you're allowed to, because
The
Andy's
first
had
one is who I think it probably is, and that is going to be Lacey Lane, the former Caden Carter from NXT. She's been on Ring of Honor recently, and she's from Florida.
Oh, okay.
And the second is the clear-cut favourite, is Leilani Kai, who's also from Florida.
I would die of joy if it was Leilani Kai.
I actually do think it's I don't think it's Nikki Blackheart. I hope it is. That's what I want to hope it is. But
Yeah.
in all reality, we said this earlier. I think it's probably Harley Cameron.
She does live in Florida.
Yeah,
I want Leilani Kai now. I love her so much. My guess is Red Velvet, if she's ready to come back. That's who I want it to be as well. Just because I think, other than maybe Penelope Ford, she's the
Well, she was
most
backstage
underrated
last week,
AEW
wasn't she? I
wrestler.
saw her in the Sky Blue birthday celebration, so she's about again.
Whoever
My
it is
prediction
getting.
is Red Velvet.
Whoever it is going to have the best match they've had all year, and they're going to get the rub by losing to Mercedes as this streak goes on for another. Did you say 10 days, Brett? Before
Yeah,
we banish the Ghost of Jade.
Yes, 10 more days, and I'm hoping whoever it is that she does face tonight, like, I want a post-match, like, Mercedes beating down her opponent, and then get Willow's music to play,
Yeah,
like, and
100%.
it won't, I say not for Wrestle Dream, I say save that for Full Gear. That's a bigger event because, I mean, I'm sorry, St. Louis respectfully doesn't deserve that
I do
level of
wrestle-
match.
This crowd doesn't
I-
deserve shit.
That
I
St.
do-
Louis,
I'd do Wrestle Dream, but I'd have a lose,
I would.
but I'd have a rematch and then have to win the rematch. I feel like that would be huge. That would be a bigger feeling of like, okay, one more. You've lost twice now to me. I beat
Because
you
we'd
twice.
expect it to
Let's
happen
go
at
again.
Wrestle Dream as well. So yeah, it's a good idea.
So I'd have a lose
take
and I'd
that.
have the old. You beat me twice. One more chance, or I'll fucking never challenge again, or whatever, and then Willow beats it.
Yes, a
Takes the title
stipulation.
back.
yes.
That's a classic. Lose twice,
stipulation.
stipulation for the third, get it
Yeah.
won. It's classic.
No, and the feeling as well. Like if like when I really hope it is Willow, but when it comes full circle and Willow takes that TBS title, that's going to be one of the biggest, like most enjoyable title wins. Since Hangman, but like even before Hangman, I can't think of any that will match it because it's something that will mean so much to everybody with it being Willow and with her having dropped the title to Mercedes straight away, essentially.
And then
She's
we'll
there,
have
isn't
and
she?
she will
as
get a great
TBS.
reaction in at Full Gear because it's in New York. Obviously she's from Long Island, New
there you
York,
go,
so
man.
you're gonna have the
Yeah.
New York crowd, the New Jersey crowd,
Yeah.
Connecticut. Like she'll get a great hometown reaction. I think let's do that. Lose at Wrestle Dream, rematch at Full Gear. If she loses, no longer can challenge for the TBS title. Or no, you got to make it more. No title. She loses, she can't challenge for any women's championship anymore.
Yeah, then we
and-
know she's clearly going to win. That's the thing.
Yeah,
think
I
just
would
make it
just
the
say she
TNT.
cannot challenge for the TBS. She will never challenge Mercedes for the title again.
as long
But
as
she
Mercedes
wins.
is the champion.
Is champion. But if Willow wins, you then have her as TBS champion, and who do you have as world champion? You've got Chris Statlander, which is just another way of putting those two back together and finally getting some progression, maybe even a bit of closure with them side by side as champions.
You know what? It's so they're both like New York home base. Like they're both from Long
Both Long
Island.
Island, but
Let's say
yeah,
like we have
great
like the
fun.
next month and a half where we see like hints of them like kind of reconciling, like helping each other out. Like you could have this situation where Willow wins the title, finally wins the big one, finally beats Mercedes, and if Stat is like full on babyface at that time that they finally met, you could have Stat come down the ramp and they hug, and you could do two things. You could do the big hug and embrace, get the nice hometown cheer. Or you could just get like Stat, just I don't know, depending on what happens, like just blasting Willow and just fucking taking her out.
No,
Like,
want to
not
nasty.
again.
that again.
Stop it.
All right,
She's just
okay.
said no to the Death
Listen,
Rider.
we'll get the
You give it to-
we'll get the nice warm fuzzy feelings in the
you give it to
hometown.
Willow.
crowd.
You now have 3 champions standing up against the Death Riders. You've got the men's world champion, the women's world champion, and the TBS. So
Yeah.
that's what we need to. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I agree. Don't give it to her at Wrestle Dream. Have her lose there. Although if the match happens at Wrestle Dream, I'll be screaming for her to win.
Yeah, and obviously, like, but I mean, I
Better in the
feel
long
like the emotional impact of a win after a loss with something riding, even if it's so obvious she's going to win, I don't care. Sometimes when it is
Yeah.
obvious, it still hits just as much. I mean, Hangman was obvious for All In to anyone with a brain.
You know what?
But
Even
like,
it's
it
crazy.
still
like,
hit more than anything.
Yeah.
You're going to be Darby.
They still
They
say
had
that.
me
They
questioning,
still
they
say
were
it. They're
so
still there
sure.
now. They're still there saying Hangman stole Darby's story.
They had me convinced I was missing something obvious. I was being an idiot because they were
No.
so sure.
Lucy, do not ever let these people ever have you
Oh.
second guessing
I'd
common knowledge,
join a
okay?
cult. Honestly, I'm terrible.
No.
I'm
Well,
so
remember, the
easily
AEW
influenced.
fans are smarter than WWE fans, but that doesn't make them smart.
Not
it just means that
not
they're
100%
they're
of them.
above the lowest possible bar.
Yeah.
That's true.
While we're
Can-
on the subject of the next pay-per-view,
Go on.
was you going to say something there, Brett? We can...
Well, before I just wanted to go over another match on the card for tonight for the tag team match, Brodito versus Okada and Takeshita. So it's a double jeopardy match. So I think if Takeshita and Okada beat Brodito, they get a tag team match for the titles in the future. But if whoever between Brodito pins the opposite, they get a one-on-one match with Okada for the unified title. So I'm thinking, I don't know.
Wait,
top of
do
my
they
head,
or do they get a match with whoever they pin? It's definitely Okada
I believe it's definitely Okada.
it's for the title. It's a title match.
Yeah,
okay.
so I mean, in my opinion, to kind of put further the separation or the tension between Okada and Takeshita, I have Takeshita eat the pin tonight, where Okada has to defend his unified title at Wrestle Dream against either Brodito or Brody or Bandito, and that's gonna make the
Surely
tension
that's
even.
a no-brainer.
That has to be.
Then we don't have a tag
situation.
title defense
It
on
makes too
Wrestle
much
Dream.
sense,
I suppose
though.
that doesn't matter, does it? Because we've got the women's tag titles coming up. They can focus on that.
That makes way too much sense to do that. They should easily yeah, 100%. Because what we're probably looking for Full Gear, I'd say Full Gear time is when we're going to get unless Takeshita fucks off, wins the New Japan belts, we're going to get the full feud, aren't we? We're going to get I'd prefer him to fuck off and win that and then come back and feud with Okada maybe early next year. I'd rather that whatever happens result with Takeshita just taking some time away. But maybe he doesn't care. Maybe he likes air miles and he's just going to fly all over the place with all the belts.
How do you do it though? You have Brodito in there. Whoever gets the pin gets a title shot. How do you have them not have conflict over who gets to get that pin? Because I don't see them splitting Brodito up anytime soon.
It's a tough one, especially with Bandito having the Ring of Honor. I mean, Dan said this last week, and
I think he's dropping that soon.
Yeah, he has to, because you're hogging the space that should be used to elevate somebody else.
Yeah, they didn't have obviously it was gonna be Buddy, wasn't it? Before he got injured, Brody had to step in. They didn't have the creative ready. They've had time now to come up with something else for Ring of Honor.
Well, as I'm a wrestling fan, I'm gonna do what wrestling fans do, and I'm gonna set myself up for major disappointments. I'm gonna be angry as fuck when this doesn't happen in about 4 hours.
Let's hurt our own feelings.
That the Don Callis family get involved, and we see the return of Buddy Matthews. I know he's not fit, but I don't care. I'm a wrestling fan. I just make stupidly overly optimistic. Fancy booking ideas up in my head, and I want to see Buddy Matthews return because he's fucking unreal.
Wait, are you putting Buddy Matthews in the Don Callis family? Because
I'm having him return. I'm having him return to fight off the Don Callis family and then set up a Buddy Matthews Carl Fletcher match, because a Buddy Matthews Carl Fletcher match would be 72 stars.
I thought you were having it on the other side. Because at this point, Don Callis with men is like Mercedes Moné with belts. It is absolutely ridiculous. You don't need any more men.
Like Mark Briscoe.
There are no more men in the world for you.
It's like Mark Briscoe with babies.
I knew you were going to say that.
Check under your bed tonight. Don Callis might be there waiting with a contract to recruit.
We might actually see the return, the debut of the conglomeration tonight. The one we fancy booked last week. That's Warwick Davis, Colonel Sanders. I can't even remember who else was in it, but I think that'd be a great stable, to be honest.
It would. But yeah, it's interesting to see what happened in that match, and then we get Kyle and Kyle tonight, part 2. That's gonna be fun.
I'd love to see Kyle win.
No, Kyle's gonna win.
No, it's Kyle. No
Kyle.
way.
Mark, who do you think is gonna win?
Kyle or Kyle?
Kyle or Kyle?
Kyle's winning.
Kyle's
right? Got to win.
Kyle,
like,
it's a no-brainer.
It'll be such an upset if Kyle wins. It'll be such an upset. Kyle has to win.
I don't know. I think it's expected for Kyle to win, though. That's the problem right there. You know?
Yeah.
It's too obvious.
I expect Kyle to win. I want Kyle to win, but the only way that Kyle wins is if Kyle doesn't win, and Kyle has to win.
Yeah, I think there'd be a big swerve. Big swerve. Kyle wins.
Kyle's winning.
Okay, so Andy and Mark are going for Kyle. Me and Brett are going for
On
Kyle.
my life, Carl is winning.
I
Whoa,
literally
you're
put any
wrong.
money
Bet the
on it.
farm on Kyle.
Yeah.
All right.
Go
All,
see
I think
what
we've
odds I
done
can
this
get.
joke
all
into
the
the
money I got in my
ground.
FanDuel account is going on Kyle.
Every penny I get paid for
I
irritating
don't care
Fed
as
fans
long
on
as Buddy
Twitter is
Matthews
going
comes
on
down
Kyle.
and Ed sets up a future TNT match with Kyle.
Oh yeah,
Is that
That's the
Is
is
dream.
that being mooted?
No, that's just me making that
Oh,
up because that's what I want to
yeah,
happen. I
sure.
want because it's Brody though, and I want Buddy Matthews to return, and I just think that Buddy Matthews, Carl Fletcher could be like in a year where we've already had about 7 matches of the year, like nailed on matches of the year. I think that could be a match of the year.
definitely.
Oof, that'd be so much fun.
Speaking of amazing matches, we've got Mox and Ishii on as well.
Yeah, that was added especially for Wrestling Mark, I believe.
Yeah,
Oh, just for you.
I mean,
Okay,
I
there's
think-
one that's there just for me as well, but we'll get to that.
I think what it was the Tony heard us talking about it, and when Wrestling Mark said that if he won the lottery, he would just hire Ishii to just be there all the time.
Creep
his
after
life.
him like Jericho.
Yeah, and then I think he was like, shit, I better get him on the show before he's gone because there's
Busy.
a high possibility that one of us may win the lottery.
And hire Ishii. That's going to be amazing. That's just going to be brutal. Remember that match? Was it Ishii and Jericho where they just chopped the shit out
It
of
was-
each other
it was
for like
amazing.
3 years and
Oh, yeah.
died?
It was
They're
amazing.
going
It
to
was like
actually top that.
it was amazing, and it was like
Love
the
that.
match I would never have thought like 4 or 5 years ago I would have enjoyed. But
No, I
watching
fucking hate chops, but I
it-
love
what
that.
exactly watching 2 men just chop the shit out of each other for like 5 to 10 minutes was fucking incredible. And it was the same when he did it when Jericho did it with Suzuki as well. It was just
Oh, is it
it was
maybe
brilliant.
Suzuki I'm thinking of?
no, he did one with Ishii as well.
yeah.
Did he? Has he done 2? Okay,
Mhm.
that's all right then.
There was,
Oh.
believe it or not, that, you may not believe this if you read the internet, but there was a period where over about 3 months he had a lot of very good matches, Jericho, and then he had the Ring of Honor match with Matt Cardona, which kind of like that was like the Men in Black thing for people's memories, and they forgot about all the good ones because that stink was all they could remember. Oh, he's Team TNA as well, isn't he? No,
Is he
He's not even fucking signed with TNA. He's just there.
ECW? Yeah.
no, he's Team
Yeah.
TNA. Yeah,
Yeah, I guess. I
Gamlin.
don't know.
he probably just wants to make some figures.
Woo, 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 etc. He'll be in
Yeah.
a wheelchair getting pushed off the stage. Give it 3 months.
Oh man,
That'd be sad.
get Corporate Kane
All
back
right.
in there.
We have got another match, and this one is for me personally. We've got the first match,
Who-
the Jurassic
who are they-
Express.
Who are they against?
Dunno. They haven't said. So it's probably like some jobbers, the Young Bucks or something. That'll
Well,
be
it could be.
some local
it-
enhancement talent.
We do have a question from Shield Bill, who asks, have Top Flight been lapped by the Swirl now, as well as Crew?
Yes.
Should they be moved to Ring of Honor?
Yes.
I think they have, but what if it's one of them? It could be one of them. They Top Flight would be great just to take the loss and then,
Yeah.
disappear
Why
to
not?
Ring of Honor. A
Well,
nice, easy
Workhorsemen would be a
win.
nice choice. I'd like that.
Yeah, let's get the
Mind you, aren't they
Workhorsemen in
good
there.
guys? Wait,
No,
are they babyfaces?
they've been lately like tweeners.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. There you
yeah,
go then.
they've been tweeners.
The
So they
Workhor-
could do the match.
I'd watch them every week, to be honest.
Yeah.
I always say this, JD Drake is one of the most underrated wrestlers on the planet. The guy's phenomenal. He'd get a good match out of me. He'd get a good match out of Matt Cardona. Sorry, Matt.
Sure about that? I don't know.
It's
Sorry,
great seeing him
Matt.
do the work with Sting's son as well. Like
Yes,
that's
he-
that's
Oh, yeah, he's
something
had his
that's
first match, hasn't he?
Yeah, Like,
Against
I know-
Darby Allin.
I haven't seen him wrestle yet, so I don't know whether he can do it or not. He's not been training too long, but he looks like a fucking wrestler because he looks like fucking Sting in like
It's-
1980 or something.
It's fucking
Hasn't he
crazy.
been living on Darby Allin's lawn in a tent or something for the last 2 years?
It
I'm
was,
sure
it
he's
was a
been
couple
staying
of
with
months. It
Darby.
was a few months. I think he was
Oh, was
living at his
He had
house.
no
but-
interest, did he? And then he did that spot with Sting,
And he got
and then
in
he
the
was
ring.
like, "Oh my god, I need to do this."
And just dye his hair blonde and the face paint. And it's like, dude, it's Sting. It's Great American Bash back was the
Yeah.
late 80s, early 90s. Like it's
Mhm.
fucking insane. The genetics is like both sons. I mean, when like Wrestling Mark would say, like when both his sons came out for that entrance, it was they got me when the first like
I
when,
thought
when
the first
yeah.
one was Sting.
I thought
I did.
I was like, oh shit, it's Great American Bash Sting, and then they brought Black and Red. I was like, god damn, that's
Wait,
insane.
what? And Darby's a great guy to have his first match with. Darby
Yeah.
will put himself in danger.
Yeah.
As I said to you
look
last
after
week,
him.
I think he'll probably end up backing up Darby at some point. I'd love it to be blood and guts, him just turn up outside the cage and do something. But I think that's how he's probably going to be introduced when he eventually is at the level. I think they've got to be wary about this kind of stuff, haven't they? Because we don't want another Brock Anderson situation.
Yeah.
So you just got to be a bit careful with this kind of stuff, pushing someone too soon just because they're someone's son.
It'd be a good choice to be murdered or, left in a heap.
It's a bit harsh. He's only just here.
You know what I mean? Used as a fuck you to Darby. Lucky, your mentor.
Yeah,
Where's your mentor? He hasn't come to.
Like a was it Nick Wade that Swerve murdered back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it broke
him
into,
and
like,
AR Fox, they broke into his home. Yeah.
That'd be a good shout actually. But let him come as blonde-haired Sting first, and then when he gets murdered, he can come back as the Crow. Let's just recycle a storyline. Everyone else does it.
Yeah.
Oh, of course we do. There's only so many storylines to go around. All right. What else have we got going on?
We have a fucking big show tonight, but I'm just going to rip through some questions rather than at the end, because I've got them open basically. Rich, legend of a fella, says feelings on Hanger versus Joe, which was followed by Lally Barlow, who says obviously Hanger's going to win, but there's two problems: a face versus face match, which Andy hates so much apparently, and it shows you why the trio division is in shambles and needs to be rebooted. I do agree that the trios division has stalled quite badly. I don't necessarily hate all face versus face matches, just if you're putting your two biggest fucking faces who have no hint of a heel side to them against each other on your biggest show, when there's a lot of heels there that you could use. This one I don't mind, because it serves a lot of purpose in terms of it gives Hangman the win over Joe that he hasn't had yet, which is fucking huge. Joe isn't necessarily an out-and-out face. Joe still is more like a tween than anything else. He's just an angry fucking big Samoan. Is he even Samoan, or is it just, I don't even know. He's just an angry big. But he better. Yeah, he's not Samoan, because otherwise the Fed will try and get him for the bloodline. But
you'd have Triple H with chloroform and a net waiting in there.
There's no one like Joe. He is. He's an anti. You're right. He's an anti-hero. He's more of a tweener. He's not a face, so it works perfectly. And like I say, it serves the purpose of it. Gives Hangman a credible challenger for the title for the next pay-per-view, because it's only obviously, as you were saying before, Wrestle Dream, it's kind of stopgap till Full Gear, isn't it? And it gives Hangman that big win over someone who he's not managed to get a win over yet, and that just strengthens his reign even more for whoever does come up with as the next solid, credible feud for Hangman. So it's great. I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be a great match. These two are fantastic, but it does leave the problem we have with the trios division, where they're not going to be defended on the show unless they drop them earlier. I don't think they're going to drop them either, which is a bit of a shame.
Yeah, I don't think we need every single title defended on the show, but if they go in the Brodido wins tonight way, we're not getting the tag titles defended either.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. We need one of the group tag. I suppose they could have the women's, but it's a bit early to have the finals of that, isn't it?
Oh,
yeah,
good.
They haven't even announced that yet.
That's Full Gear.
Depends how many weeks have we got. How many weeks have we got to Wrestle Dream?
It's the weekend after next.
8 or 9 weeks.
Wait, till Wrestle Dream?
Oh, no, Full Gear.
Oh
no, Wrestle
Dream.
I'm talking Wrestle Dream, yeah. So there's
Wrestle
only like
Dream,
2
we've got
weeks.
4 shows.
2 weeks.
Okay, yes, well too soon.
And 2 of them are
Well
booked
too soon,
completely
unless they announced a bracket. Yeah,
Yes.
unless they announce that tonight, it's
Yeah, unless they say it's one of these two teams. And no, they need a proper tournament of some sort, don't they?
No, yeah, we need a
go for
minimum
Full
of
Gear for that.
quarterfinals onwards, and you can't do that in that time, and it'll be horribly rushed. That's
Mind
Full
you.
Gear. It deserves to be a Full Gear. Let it be a Full Gear.
Wait, so what titles will we have defended at Wrestle Dream? We'll have the men's world title. So it might not be so bad. Men's world title. If Brodido win, we'll have Okada
Unified.
defending.
yeah, we'll have the
Yeah.
tags or the unified, one of the two. The men's, the women's,
The
because
women.
they're
Don't forget the
actually-
women's.
The women's.
Yeah, because they're
Yeah, 'cause
actually
we've got Chris
TBS
and
will have a
Tony,
random
like,
match
that's
thrown
the
they're
in,
other
actually
always
thing.
doing
does.
some kind of character work now, which is good.
TBS, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to get the Chris and Tony finally the one-on-one.
Yeah, they've actually doing character work now towards them and building towards a match, which
Yeah.
actually is good, rather than, because I still think winning it on a throwaway, 4-way was a terrible idea, but this will redeem a lot of that with it being a big, and it'll feel more like the win will feel more important this time, with it being more of a build towards it. It's gone from the end of of the last pay-per-view. Now we had a solid build towards it. The other one, like I say, just felt like bang, 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 let's go. Let's put something on the card.
We're seeing Chris Statlander now. She has rejected the Death Riders. She has made a choice. She's finally said, this is who I am. I'm not one of the Death Riders. I am me. I'm this person. I'm nobody's minion. And we get to see that version of her. So I think it's really important that she comes out of this looking strong as fuck.
I'm still not
But
convinced she's
still,
winning, to be
gosh.
honest. I don't know. I don't know whether it'd be a good idea in my mind to have Tony win and then have Statlander do it again. But then again, you're mirroring the Willow thing if that does happen. So
Only if she takes it back at Full Gear.
No, that's what I'm saying. Because we've had so many long reigns, we don't get any short reigns, so it would be a shock
You
win.
don't hot potato the title.
It would be a shock win for her to lose it and then win it back with more of a focus. But I don't know. Maybe she wins, and it depends. If they do go the way I'm kind of praying for with Willow, then I guess you don't want the same two threads running exactly the same way. So I don't know, but we've got a few.
So we've got that title defend. We'll probably have Kyle defending as well. So we might actually have enough. We don't need the
against Buddy Matthews.
Yeah.
Yes.
Andy, no. Andy.
We'll have
Sorry.
what other titles do we have? We have the
TNT. I mean,
Trio titles, no. TNT,
TBS, men's, women's, trios, tag.
That's it.
Unified.
Really,
yeah.
That's good. That's enough though for Wrestle Dream easily. You'd say you don't need all the
take
titles
two
on
of those out.
The only problem with the trios
Taking
is
the trios out. We've still got 5.
the only problem with the trios is there were no trios focused until after Wrestle Dream now anyway with Joe going after Hanger. So it does, but it's always going to be this way because we always complain about one, whether it's the trios or the tags. You can't focus on both at the same time, and the tags are on fire at the moment. Bro Dido are fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
So
I've got no complaints about the tags.
And if at any point you've got your break glass in case of emergency situation where you could just do Bro Dido against the Bucks randomly and it'll give you a 75-star match. So
plus, I am happy for them to let the men's trios go on a back burner just for a little bit and give that time to the women's tag.
If they could get rid of the men's trios if they were giving more time to the women.
Yeah.
I'd be happy
they could unify the Ring of Honor and the AEW 6-man tag.
They did that and then ditched them again.
Yeah, that would be my choice.
Wrestling Matt was so disgusted
with
that suggestion of unifying him that he's fucked off. But no, they did that. Do you remember with the guns and then they just randomly were like, oh no, they're back now.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That's the way that's the way I'd go about it.
We have some more.
They're keeping it separate. So.
Some more questions. Cunts. Oh, that wasn't a question. That was just Mike commenting on something else. Lally Barlow, thoughts. He was actually commenting on this. Lally Barlow, thoughts on people saying that Orange Cassidy is mediocre and is ruining wrestling. There's no thoughts on that. Nobody says that anymore. Only Jim Cornette says it, and he's a fucking prick. So nobody with any. Sorry?
Yeah, if you don't understand why Orange Cassidy is an excellent pro wrestler, you don't understand pro wrestling.
Orange Cassidy is incredible.
You don't get it. Yeah.
If we don't get Buddy Matthews returning, I would not say no to Orange Cassidy winning the TNT title in it over the next couple of months, or at least having a feud with Kyle. Whether win it, drop it again, whatever, I don't care. Orange Cassidy, Kyle Fletcher could be an incredible feud over a period of a couple of months.
Be perfect. And for the haters, Orange Cassidy can do everything your favorite wrestler can do, and he can do it with his hands in his pockets. Imagine how good he has to be able to do that.
Orange Cassidy still has.
I can walk upstairs with my hands in my pockets, I'd fall over.
He still has one of the best title runs I've ever seen as well.
That the international.
It's incredible. It was so fucking good.
He's a fighting champion, man. And listen, he's a genius in the ring. He knows what he's doing all the time. Like, it's not actually he's a great portrayer of like mind games. He's always like one step ahead. He's in everyone's head. Like, he gets everyone's frustrated. That's how he always wins.
That match with Pac, where Pac was so furious, Orange was rolling and they're going to do that again tonight. It's going to be absolutely incredible. I was there the night Orange Cassidy rocked up at Rev Pro and was like, well, I'm here. I might as well defend my title. Got to the point people were scared to talk to him in case he thought they were challenging him to a match.
Or in
case he's going to be incredible tonight.
Or in case it wasn't Orange Cassidy, like in that place we were at in London, Brett. What was it? Where was Eve? It was Big Penny, the fake Orange Cassidy. We were all waving at him and everything, and he just looked really uncomfortable because it wasn't him. We also have the another one from Lally Barlow again, who says, can we all agree that this Dynamite 6-year anniversary shit? No, because it wasn't. And feelings on Santos Escobar. That's one for tonight, maybe.
I have
Oh,
a feeling
yeah.
on Santos Escobar, and that is that he had really good theme music. And that's all I've got.
That's probably about all I know,
I
to be
don't know
honest.
anything.
Fucking
I'm
bang. I
sorry.
love that. Like, what were the
Yeah.
group called, Brett?
Oh shit! Give me 1 sec. Fuck.
We need Dan for this.
Yeah, you gotta come back to me in a sec. I totally fucking forgot.
It was,
I mean,
Is
before,
it-
it
is
was
it-
before the LWO, wasn't it?
Is it bad
Yeah,
that
but-
when we have a WWE related question, we ask Brett? Sorry,
no,
Brett.
because
we
like I
don't
said, I have
assume
so
you.
many other WWE like content creators I talk to all the time. But yeah, they LWO. But I totally forgot what they were. I mean, that just shows you how little they use them in this year and just recently, which is crazy when you think when they purchase AAA. Like, I mean, you got that promotion right there. You can send them down and do all the work, but they don't even do that. They do that with Humberto and Garza, who I think are the tag team champions down there, but they have nothing for him. You see Andrade fucked off because he wanted nothing to do with the AAA relationship. You could go back to WrestleMania weekend when they had, remember he's in the background. You saw the look and expression on his face. He wanted nothing to do with that from the get-go. So maybe, we don't know if Santos is having similar thoughts to that. I mean, I heard he was offered more money to stay, but apparently he just didn't want to take it. I mean, maybe he's not the first one. I think what was her name? Jasmine Nix, Nix, a couple weeks ago from NXT. Like, she turned down a new deal. Like, I mean, if it's not financially compatible with what they want or their needs, like, you're starting to see wrestlers like turn down, or if they're not going to take more money, if they're not going to be used at all. So he probably valued more that, are you using me? What are your plans for me? If it's just me sitting in catering and whatnot, no. Like, he wants to be out there more. He wants to do more, whether it's in CMLL or New Japan or wherever. Like, I mean, hopefully he lands on his feet somewhere or some way. But I love how we saw the news yesterday. I think a bunch of us put the two. I know Lucy did, like Callis, put the phone down. Don Callis, put the phone
Callis,
down.
you have enough men.
Get enough, man.
No more. You
Well,
have
you
a
know-
problem, Callis. Yeah. This
You know,
guy,
it's like-
didn't his contract just expire
Yeah, it's like a couple of days
overnight.
It
ago.
expired at midnight. Yeah.
at midnight?
Mm-hmm.
The problem with WWE is if people want to work, they have no other option. It's not like AEW or TNA where they can rock up at an indie. They're like, oh, I fancy wrestling this month. I'll let's get booked somewhere else. But you have no other options. So if the guy just wants to wrestle, his only choice is to leave.
You know who's going to be next, don't you? Because of the way he's been
Who?
treated since this buyout and everything.
Who's that?
Vikingo. Vikingo will be out there like a shot, I'd say, as soon as he gets a chance.
Think.
So the crowd don't like him. The crowd, the AAA crowd they're giving him nothing
No.
at all. But he's been booked terribly as well. I did see Lucia Blog or Rob Viper, one of the guys, explaining that, like, basically the crowd were conditioned to essentially want Alberto to win, and so they didn't really care about Vikingo at
Oh.
all. And yeah, they were saying that they don't think that he's the kind of guy that they'll want to push either, because of his size and that. Like, but I think he'd be off. I think he'd be one of the next ones down, and he knows that if he wants to, he knows there's a place from there. I mean, Kenny put him over fucking massively, didn't he, when he came into AEW that time?
Yeah. And Andrade has proved that if you leave on good terms, the door doesn't close behind you. You can go back in.
Yeah, I mean, say what you want about Andrade coming back to AEW, but like you said, at least when
We
he
have.
left back. No,
Yeah.
absolutely. But I'm saying, like, at least you could go back to the end of 2023, like when he finished up his contract. Like, he did the right thing, and then after he left, he didn't do the Chris Van Fleet interview. He didn't bash AEW. He didn't talk crap or anything. He went business as usual. He went to WWE, expected this. It didn't happen. The AAA merger happened, and you saw the expression on his face. He wanted nothing to do with that from the get-go, and they never tried to book him for that, and that was it. Then you hear about the wellness policy bullshit come out because, of course, they have to put a stain on his time there to justify the early firing and whatnot. I'm not saying nothing happened, but I'm just saying it's a little funny, that whatever it is, because I'm sorry, we could point out a couple other guys on that roster, AJ, Randy, like wellness policy violations. Anyone? Sorry, AJ Styles has never looked like that in his entire career, back from Ring of Honor, TNA, New Japan. But he's like 47, 48 now, but he looks in the best shape of his life. I mean, I guess when you eat your vitamins and your prayers, vitamins, I guess anything is a possibility.
That's actually just for men, Brett.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's just for men.
Mhm.
It's nothing else. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just for
of
men on the
course.
beard. All good.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is interesting. Like like you mentioned with
wait, yeah.
Vikingo in Mexico with AAA, like they don't like him down there. I guess
No,
maybe
it's
I think
mad.
this was even before WWE came into the
Yeah,
picture. Like
same.
how he
It was.
yeah, like how AAA books him down there. Like for whatever reason,
It-
they like Albert. They liked Alberto way more down there. But you remember, like you said, when he was him and Kenny on that episode of Dynamite, they fucking love him here.
Yeah,
But
he wasn't an over champion for Triple H. It was crazy. Like they couldn't wait to get the belt off him as well. I think he'd be off like a shot as soon as he gets a chance. I think he's one of them ones who will want to go elsewhere and kind of because he knows there's a market for his talents elsewhere. I mean, that guy would fucking thrive on AEW.
I will say as well about Andrade. Same, we've talked about it. We haven't. We talked about when he was released. Should he go back? But we haven't done an episode since he returned. This is our first one.
For me, it's still the same. To be honest, like
Yeah.
he's all right in
It's
ring.
not what I'd have done, but
No, he's all right in ring.
Give it a
Seems
chance.
like a bit of a prick, but he did put the work in when he left. It's just a shame that he caused a lot of trouble before he left. You know, I maybe the way he was debuted ruined it all for me because there was all this hype around him and they debuted him with fucking Vicky Guerrero, and I've never understood how that's good for how anyone would think that's good. It's just it's awful.
I told Mark I think it was the day after Andrade debut. We talked about him coming back to AEW. I was like, well, look at it this way: they debuted him with the Don Callis family, and now with Vicky. So his second run is already 100 times better than what it was in the first point. So, and like I said, if you're gonna trust anyone with kind of like a redemption arc in a sense for Andrade, his second act in AEW, I mean, I would trust him with Don Callis, no matter how bloated his roster is. I mean, let's see where it goes in there. Like
they're
I said,
headed to a split there, aren't they? Civil War in the family. That's why they're adding.
Civil War's coming in.
Takeshita or Okada are leaving the family. That's why they're adding more.
It's 100%. It's 100% Takeshita. But I'd say with Andrade that he's got. You'd like to think he's got a point to prove now, and he's going to have that extra incentive to put the shift in and kind of fuck the Fed. You know, that's the mentality he should have now. Fuck those guys who are fucking, treat me like this. Put the work in for the AEW, giving you the fucking second chance. Hopefully he will. Because when he's in ring, he's all right. You know, I mean, I'm like saying I'm not his biggest fan, but he's all right. His last run was really good. In whether that was his opponents or not, I don't know. But it was a good fucking run. His last couple of matches were excellent. He did go out on good terms. It's just a shame, like I say, the stench of what he did before that. But hopefully he's learnt.
My only concern is I don't want him going back with LFI and taking the focus off Roosh, because I fucking love Roosh and I think he needs to be the main guy there. If that's what we're going to eventually get.
Roosh is teasing. He's teasing online saying about growing LFI, which gives me a crazy
That's fine. Keep Roosh as the main focus.
Yeah, but what if Andrade going into the Don Callis family is a ruse? You know, not no pun intended, is a ruse. Like he's in the Don Callis family maybe to kind of get in there and create friction from within, weaken the Don Callis family from within,
Sammy Guevara?
and bring in LFI in the background, man.
Because I love Sammy. I don't want him kicked out.
I don't think it is. I think he's not. It's not Mission Impossible. I think he's just there for a paycheck. I feel like he may go back with Roosh at some point. And in fact, tonight, this is what I want to happen. Right. Because I am wearing a Learning Tree University t-shirt. I want him to, get Roosh and Sammy on the show. Have Andrade return. They beat the shit. Leave Sammy a mess. I don't care if it makes no sense to the turn recently. And have Chris Jericho come out to Judas and save him. Or have him come out to Judas and just watch him. Just look at him and then walk off. Or beat the shit out of me more. I don't care. Basically, I'm just trying to find some threadbare way of getting Judas played and him back on the show because I don't want him to leave. So that's it.
And he's going. I'm sorry.
I think he is.
I'll be sad.
Bully Ray's excitement suggests he is because he wouldn't get that excited about anything else.
Yeah, I don't like anything that makes Bully Ray happy.
No, you could tell he started unzipping his fucking trousers at that point when he was at the thought of Jericho being back in WWE. He had a biscuit in one hand
and his
that tag match is going to be horrible. The Dudleys versus the Hardys at Bound for Glory. That's going to be fucking
that. Yeah, fucking hell.
It's a tables match. It's like, oh god, get the paramedics ready. Like, I mean,
don't get them ready. Don't get them ready. Leave Bully Ray to it, man. We can give us some fucking hope. Why would I even have any interest in that match if it's all safe?
Yeah.
Set the tables on fire? We'll have some bears.
Mark Santos Escobar's faction. It was a Legado del Fantasma.
That's it. That's the
There you
one.
go.
Great music. Great music.
Yeah, great music. But
I know nothing about him, so I'll have to wait and see. Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, so Dynamite's on in an hour and 16 minutes. So it's kind of pointless as even predicting or talking about it because we'll all be wrong anyway. So
yeah,
I guess we
They
might as well
will.
just cut this short and say goodbye. I'm gonna go and watch Dynamite. What are you guys gonna do?
I'm going to have some beans
gonna
and argue with Jimmy Corderas for a little while.
that
CT
sounds like a
do.
Beans for
class.
me.
Yeah.
That guy spent his whole evening in a conversation with Brandon the Hill on Twitter. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, he has Heinz.
I'm gonna
So
go
ask
and
him if he has
rewatch.
fucking Heinz beans. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go and rewatch a different Brandon Cutler on BT with his beautiful pearls.
Brandon's pickles.
Over
It's
and
too
over.
many pearls. It's too many. It's too much. It's too
I-
much.
I did like that video when he was saying that he bet against the Bucks on DraftKings.
Mm-hmm.
Always lose on pay-per-view. God, he's so clever. That's my
And
boy.
he
He can
picked
keep
up
me in
the
the
check
styles
as
which
well,
I'd
didn't
like
he?
to be accustomed
Yes,
now.
he did.
Yeah,
Can't wait
that's
till
what
we
I'm
get
gonna
like
do.
more
I'm gonna-
Dark Order. I can't wait till we get Dark Order back on BT. I need those guys.
I need
We
the
did-
Bucks carrying Brandon's bags next time. On Brandon back as the dragon with all the pyro that would have gone to the Bucks because he's now loaded and can afford it after
Mhm.
betting against them.
Are the Bucks
That's
on
what I'm gonna
tonight?
do. I'm gonna go and rewatch that. What you
No.
doing, Brett? Oh, go on.
Not much. Just clean up a little bit for the next hour or so. But yeah, no, Bucks are not on tonight.
Oh, fuck off. They might be. They should
Oh,
be.
they might after the Jurassic Express, whatever they're doing, they might come on
Yes.
afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah. That do
No,
that
not
and
to hurt
set
my
up
precious
set up
Jurassic
the
Express.
set up the match at Wrestle Dream.
No,
that
stay
will be-
on Brokeback Mountain or wherever the fuck
are
you
we
are.
getting the
Don't you go
return?
near my Jack.
Are we getting the return of Marco Stunt tonight? Oh my god, that's amazing.
No, Luchasaurus ate him. I told you, unless he coughs him up.
They need
Ooh.
Marco Stunt for the eventual conglomeration match so he can face Warwick Davis.
That's why Christian was able to control Kill Switch. He knew that he had eaten Marco.
Yes,
I
The
think
dirt he had on him.
I still want to see Luchasaurus come back with his different mask. But I'm going to start rambling about Chris Jericho, how much I want Chris Jericho to stay. I'm going to start crying tears of sadness. So I'm going to go because
Sorry.
I'm going to go and get ready to watch Dynamite because it looks like a fucking cracker tonight.
Fucking
guys.
come on.
All right, guys. While Andy goes cries about Jericho, thank you for joining us tonight. Remember, follow us on Twitter at GW Podcast UK for all show news updates. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram for all new clips from daily episodes, about 2 or 3 clips every week. Once again, we are the Group Chat Wrestling Podcast. Enjoy AEW Dynamite Title Tuesday. Enjoy NXT TNA Showdown. If that's what you do, if that's your kink, if that's your fetish, hey man, I don't kink shame here. We don't do that. Once again, goodbye. Mwah. And good night.
Toodaloo.
Bang.
Heinz baked beans are for nonces.